Welcome back. The Madras High Court today reserved the judgment on the appeals filed stay against the stay order of the fee regulations of the Govindarajan Committee. The state government and the parents had filed an appeal against the stay of the fee structure today. Along with that, the appeal against the interim stay filed by education activist Prince Gajendra Babu was also addressed today. And after heated arguments between the councils of both the sides, the judge reserved his order. This comes in the wake of a string of protests called by the parent community in the last few weeks. The appeal by the government and the Fee Determination Committee argues that the very purpose of the committee has been nullified by the stay granted by the single judge earlier. The court on the September 14th had stayed the order of the Govindarajan Committee. The death of the whistleblower Murugan on the September 11th had raised serious questions. Murugan was an FCI employee who was found dead in his office after he reportedly attempted to expose a scam. Now, in a major breakthrough, the Madras High Court has ordered for a re-post-mortem. Police had filed a case of suicide, and today the main opposition AIDMK along with MDMK staged a demonstration in the Thoothukudi district demanding a CBI probe into the death of the assistant quality inspector in the Civil Supplies Department.
அந்த சாவில் மர்மம் இருக்கிறது என்பதை அவருடைய மறைந்த முருகனுடைய உடம்பில் இருக்கக்கூடிய காயங்களே வெளிப்படுத்தும். தற்கொலையாக இருக்குமேயானால் முதுகுக்கு பின்னால் நிச்சயமாக காயம் இருக்காது. ஆகவே அடிக்கப்பட்டு கொல்லப்பட்டிருக்கிறார் என்பது இந்த நாட்டு மக்களுக்கு தெரிகிறது. ஆகவே நீதி விசாரணை வேண்டும், சிபிஐ விசாரணை வேண்டும்.
After a decade longer than the wait for martial arts instructor Shihan Hussaini has been freed of 9 cases that were filed against him. In 1998, Hussaini was accused of being a Sri Lankan citizen and that he was travelling with a forged Indian passport. He was arrested and lodged in the Tihar jail in 1998 for the same. The same year, he was booked in yet another case, accused of threatening VCD pirates with AK-47. And in the year 2000, it was alleged that Shihan Hussaini had assaulted 9 of his security employees and also refused to pay the salaries. The same year, he was also charged of having pasted posters in several parts of the city. And finally, today, 2 of these cases that were still pending came for hearing and they were quashed. Shihan Hussaini spoke to NDTV Hindu and heaved a sigh of relief.
I'm absolutely thrilled. Finally, I'm a free man, 9 cases, 12 years of litigation, and, it was horrible and very, very traumatic. Now I have vindicated my stand that I'm completely innocent. It was a political vendetta against me, launched by certain people who thought that I was close to former Chief Minister Dr. Jayalalitha, and by their subserving police officers, plus my karate rivals. All these cases have been demolished. I'm very, very happy.
So right from the time he stepped out of his car at the Chennai airport, all set for his tour of the Orient, it was business, and business written all over M.K. Stalin. Apart from coming back with $1 billion worth of investment promises, Stalin is also coming back an inspired man, all in a bid to ensure that his dream project, the Kuam Restoration Project, sees the light of the day.
This is Stalin's newfound inspiration, the Cheongai Cheon, a 6-kilometer-long public recreational space in downtown Seoul. Cheongai Cheon was Seoul's Kuam, dirty, slum-infested, filthy, considered so useless that a highway was built after cementing the creek. In Cheongai Cheon, Stalin sees the future of Kuam.
முதல்வர் கலைஞர் அவர்கள் எங்களுக்கு உத்தரவிட்டிருப்பது முதலில் கூவத்தை உடனடியாக சுத்தப்படுத்த வேண்டும்.
In fact, Stalin is truly inspired by East Asia's urban planning. So as he keeps his working holidays going, this leader knows that 600 crore rupees and 10 years for cleaning the Kuam is a promise he must deliver on.
Well, leading choreographer and film director Prabhu Deva's take it easy policy doesn't seem to have worked for his wife. Ramlat, a professional dancer herself, has dragged Prabhu Deva to court. She alleges that her husband is causing her mental agony by staying away from her and their 2 children, and Prabhu Deva is reportedly in an extramarital relationship with one of his heroines, Nayanthara.
Prabhu
Prabhudeva will have to make a guest appearance in a family court soon. His wife Ramlat has filed a petition seeking restitution of conjugal rights. She says in her petition that her husband is living with actress Nayanthara instead of with her and their 2 children. Ramlat says she is disturbed after Prabhudeva reported intention of marrying Nayanthara.
தன் கணவர் தன்னுடன் சேர்ந்து வாழ வேண்டும் என்று இன்று குடும்ப நல நீதிமன்றத்திலே மனு செய்திருக்கின்றார். நயன்தாரா என்ற ஒரு நடிகையுடன் தொடர்பு இருக்கிறது என்று மனுவில் தாக்கல் செய்திருக்கின்றார். அது சம்பந்தமான விரிவான மனுவில் விரிவான விவரம் கூறப்பட்டிருக்கின்றது.
In the famous song Gopala Gopala from Kadalan, although Prabhudeva was romancing Nagma on screen, he fell in love with the group dancer Ramlat. They married in 1995 and have 2 children together. And this actor turned choreographer turned director then apparently fell in love again when he was, for the reel, giving his heroine Nayanthara tips to love Vijay. Nayanthara and Prabhudeva have been seeing each other after Villu, a little after the actress broke up with actor Simbu. Nayanthara even did a Saif Ali Khan by getting Prabhudeva's name tattooed on her wrist. In Chennai with Lalit Jood, Divya Kumar for NDTV Hindu.
Time now for some news from the world of business in our special segment Market Wall. Today was a volatile market day in the market. After trading comfortably above the 6,200 levels in morning's trade, the Nifty clipped the initial gains. It closed only marginally up from the day's start. Samina Hirani gives us a roundup of the markets.
It was a fairly volatile day of trade. Today, the markets in intraday trade made that high of 6,200, post which profit booking set in at higher levels, and the Nifty finally ended the day pretty much giving up most of its gains, closing a mere 16 odd points higher. The breadth of the market was more or less tinted towards the negative sides, and of course, the breadth of the market was also fairly weak. Global Qs 212 supportive. That's the sectoral picture. FMCG, IT, and cap goods witnessed some amount of profit booking, while the rate-sensitive counters were the ones that actually saw some level of buying interest emerging. Let's quickly take you through all those gainers today. Suzlon Energy was up about 7.5%. The management has indicated that they're pretty comfortable with their debt levels. Sesa on inclusion and the Nifty continued to gain from Friday, up about 5 odd percent today as well. Ranbaxy gained 5 odd percent. Tata Motors saw gains of nearly 2 odd percent coming in as the Tata Motors QIP has been oversubscribed about 2 odd times clearly, and the book has also been closed. So fantastic response on that Tata Motors QIP has led to that final gains coming in on that counter. Those are the mid-cap movers. VIP Industries gave 20 odd percent. In fact, expectations are that the gains will continue on this counter. The stock has gained about 33 odd percent in the last couple of days. Bhushan Steel clearly had a fantastic day of trade after the company hiked prices, ending the day at its highest point, up about 17 odd percent. UCO Bank was up about 11 odd percent. Some of these mid-cap PSU banks have actually lowered their auto loan rates in order to take advantage of the festive demand. On mobile as well gained about 7.5 to 8 odd percent in trade. That was the market picture. By the time we ended the day, Europe was also trading with a negative bias. So global Qs 212 supportive, but it's going to be important to see what really happens tomorrow as selling pressure continues to resume at higher levels.
Time to take a quick break, but on the other side, basking in the success of Indiran, the robot says that he now needs a breather.